Hey guys, thanks for jumping into the video. So I guess this is kind of an announcement thing more than anything really. Now you'll see the last video which I featured was the seasons video, circles. Now there was a reason why I did that as the previous one, because those guys have been very, very good friends with me from quite close to the beginning when the channel first started. I've achieved an awful lot of things. I know people from all around the world have watched it. I mean, I know there's a ton of people around in Virginia that do watch the channel, who a lot of those I've become very, very good friends with. Now, basically, I'm afraid I'm going to be putting the channel on, I guess you could call it like hiatus. I don't know what you want to call it really. The channel's still going to remain active. From time to time you'll still see me putting some videos in. It's probably not going to be reaction videos though. I can't say that I'm never going to do any more, but I may. Reason behind this is when I first started out doing this channel, I was so motivated with it. I was just smashing tons and tons of videos out, then the channel was starting to grow, which was great, but I always did it just for a little bit of fun. And I found recently it's become more of a thing that I've been doing just because it's what I've done for so long. Obviously, I'm still a massive music fan, and I'm always looking for new bands. And the channel is, it's God knows how many. I mean, 2 years. It was roughly 2 years ago when the channel first started. Probably a little bit longer. So I don't know. Is there like nearly 2,000 videos or something like that? So. I've probably discovered, I don't know, like easily over 1,000 bands, easily, even if I've done like 2 or 3 of the same band. So I'm massively grateful for all the all the people that jump on the videos, all the friendships that I've made. I mean, like 75% of the people that I speak to are probably people from that I've got to speak to through doing what I've done with the channel. But unfortunately, it's got to the stage where there's certain other things that I want to be able to focus on, like, fitness in skating. That's been one thing I've been focused on a lot. And, when it comes to just, general things in life which you need to be focusing on, it's kind of hard to fit this in as well, because it does take up so much of my time. But I don't take for granted whatsoever anything that's come to it. I'd love to thank so many bands over the years. So obviously my boys in Seasons, they've done so much for me. Metal in the Mountains, you basically made a dream come true for me, having me over there. And I met so many amazing people from doing that. Big shout out to John Badger at Badger Fest. He was the person at festival, was the first person to get me involved with a festival, and I got to interview a ton of bands there, which was really cool. And he's always we always keep in touch, try to from time to time. I don't know if I mentioned Eamon, also very good friends of mine. Sertraline and Deranged they go without mentioning really. They've been big supporters of me from, when I first started randomly featuring them, and I still keep in touch with those guys as well. The Fallen Prodigy, that would be another one. Third Sphere. Even the guys over at the channel Dreambound have been amazing. They've always been big supporters of the channel, which is really cool because you don't expect that sort of support from a YouTube channel as big as that, and it absolutely means the world to me. Obviously, can't forget Tyler and all of the guys in Misgiving, all the guys in Gravebound, also used to be called Heard by Eyes, Revenant. It's so hard to just the guys in the city is ours as well. It's just so hard trying to think of everyone that have been great to me. I can't leave without obviously mentioning all the guys in As We Burn, especially Albin. He's a really good friend of mine, and it's been great to have so many friendships just from doing this. One thing I'd say to anyone, if you've managed to get through as far as this within this, if you're thinking about doing something like this, absolutely, man, do it. Just do it. It's so much fun. it does consume you somewhat if you're as much of a big music fan as what I am. But the things that you get out of it in terms of the friendships and just all, you know, a bunch of cool things that can happen, it's just totally worth it. So just give it a bash, man. If you're not sure what to do, get on YouTube, do exactly what I did. I literally started up, watch tutorials on OBS, then ones for Adobe Premiere, because that's what I currently use. And you'll soon find that you'll build your skills if you're not already, you know, all that with video editing. But there's so many other channels out there. I can't stress enough, man. Just continue to watch all the other channels. Continue to support all of these bands. Buy the merch, buy the CDs, go to the shows when shows are back on. But the thing for me with this was shortly after it first started, it always became about supporting those smaller bands. That's exactly what's in my heart, and it always will be. Although you're probably not, as I said, you're probably not going to see, you know, many videos coming on the channel. Certainly reaction videos, at least. I'm still going to be doing everything I can to support these bands, and I always will. So please do everything that you can to support these guys. But I want to thank everyone that's you know, I know there's a lot of you that have been here from the beginning. There's a lot that have, you know, only come up recently. But I want to thank you for, you know, supporting me and supporting all the other bands that I've done exactly what I can to help. It's a strange one, man. It's, you know, you wouldn't think you get emotional over just, you know, talking about, you know, sort of wrapping up a channel that's just about featuring bands, but I've got a lot of emotional connections with so many of these bands. And I mean, the last 2 years, when I think about it, it's just absolutely flown by. I've had so many amazing experiences. You know, I've turned up at shows and bands have been, you know, they've been amazing. Like when I arrived there, and it's like I always say to people, man, I'm just a guy in his room that just acts like a crazy person to music, basically. But I don't really want to call it like the exact end, because there's always a good I want to leave it open. There's always a good possibility at some point in the near future I may come back from time to time, release the odd video. So, you know, it's not a complete end. It's just something I kind of need to do now. Like I'm in, like, in terms of life, I'd say I'm in a great place in my life right now. I know the things that I want to do. I know the things that I want, and I know the things that I want to achieve. And I think that's a great place to be in. It just so happens that I'm just gonna have to take a step away from this, unfortunately. But please do continue to watch all of the other channels that are out there. And if you're relatively new to the channel, man, just go back through and watch a ton of videos. There's like I said, something close to like 2,000 videos. I don't know, maybe more. But there's I feature so many amazing bands over the time that I've been doing it. So I just want to thank each and every one of you. Obviously, I hope you remain subscribed to the channel, because, you know, in the near future I will be back. But you know, if you feel the need to unsubscribe, it's all totally good. To all the Patreon guys, thank you so much as well. You know, you've helped so much. There's a lot of equipment here that I wouldn't have if it wasn't for you guys, and even the ones that haven't done Patreon. You know, because I do get a little bit from YouTube, and that's helped contribute to it as well. So you've all helped massively in terms of that. But to everyone that has always taken it. I know there's so many of you that watch all the videos, which is frankly amazing to me. It's been a little bit crazy that, you know, just little old me could amass the amount of subscribers that I have. But I just want to tell all of you, like, to each and every one of you, I absolutely love you guys to death. I don't think you'll ever know, like, what you've been such a positive thing in my life, and I won't ever forget that. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. But I hope you keep up to date with me on my socials and stuff like that. So I'll still be keeping all the pages. All the pages will be open and active. So yeah, but there's no point in submitting any bands submitting music. Don't submit any more to me, certainly, right, well, for the foreseeable future, because I just won't be doing the videos. But I'll make sure all of this goes out on my socials as well, so everyone can see it. But thanks for everyone that's been a part of it all. You're all amazing. To any bands that submitted and I never got around to it, I'm sorry, guys. There's so many of you that sent it through to me. I think it's time to just I want to sort of quit it while I'm ahead, rather than carrying on just doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, just because that's what I've been used to doing. Yeah, I think that's all I've sort of like got to say really. But if anyone's got any questions, just drop it in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer. But thanks for all your continued support that you've given, guys. It means the world to me. But I guess rather than seeing the next video, I'll see you when I see you. Cheers, guys.